Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Breakfast with Sandy. Super excited to be here today as we almost finish out the month of October. 2 months left to make 2024 stellar. So I thought today was going to be good about a client experience. I had recently been interviewed for an article on client experience and what we do to overcome some of our shortcomings in our business and for service that's not so exceptional. And I feel as if that's something that we need to do better than anything else in our business. We're not always valued for our skill sets, but we're valued for the way that we treat and make others feel, most importantly. So when I think about client service, I think about Raving Fans. And that's a book that is a must read. If you haven't read it, it's a simple, small read from Ken Blanchard. And you can get your entire team on board with your level of service that you're looking to offer. But that's first and foremost. We always talk about internal and external clients, and our external clients are what drive our business. Our internal clients are the ones that we employ and that keep our external clients happy. So we're first looking for providing that exceptional service and what that means for you. How do we dominate the market in service? You are in the service-based industry, so what does that mean for you? And I feel as if you should get your whole team involved in this concept, because when we're onboarding our employees, we need to look at how do they fit in our culture to their level of the service that they're looking to provide. For me, that's everything. They'll go above and beyond for you and for your clients if they're onboarded to that culture. So, how do we, not just membership wise, because our members obviously are distinct clients who we're doing special things for. So, how are we rewarding our clients that do things for us that keep us moving in the right direction? Are they referring us out to their friends and family? And how are we showcasing that? I believe in, not only I see a lot of companies out there who are saying about their employee of the month. Are we looking at client of the month? Are we looking at top referral of the month? Are we having contests for our clients that are giving us the most referrals? Because that's important. People want to feel significant. So are we making that our culture, part of our culture? Because that's our way to win. When we look at making sure you're priced properly in the market and we're looking at Ritz-Carlton pricing, we don't want to deliver Motel 6 service. So how are you making sure that this is in effect into your whole company? Are we rewarding our employees for providing that exceptional service? And have we put that down as a process? Have we told our employees, because what's good service to me may not be good service to someone else? My expectations are high. Is everyone else on board with what my thinking is? Have I created the vision around what is exceptional service? How are we going above and beyond? And it starts with the way that we answer the phone. The first thing we do is we look for, if someone's part of our membership program, are we thanking them for being a loyal client of ours? Have they been with us for years? Are we looking at members only specials? We need to treat people that have been in our world that are giving us a lot of business very differently than new people. We want to we want to romance the people that come into our world, and then they become our valued clients. Right? We don't want the tire kickers, we don't want the price shoppers. We want the people that value us and the service and the experience that we create. We want to build a direct relationship with them. We want to know in notes in the family who lives in the house, what the wife's name, what the husband's name, what the children's names, maybe even dogs' names. That's creating an experience. That way, when the service experts go to the house, they know exactly how to build the rapport with that client. And you'll find that it's much easier to keep servicing the people that we know who already like, know, and trust us. They're our loyal fans. They're our biggest fans. They're the ones who are wearing our t-shirts, who have our best interests at heart. They're the ones who are talking about us at school functions and meetings. They're the ones who are posting on neighborhood watch groups. So how are we building that direct relationship? And again, I'm going to always go back to the first person that touches our client is our marketing. and as our marketing talking about how you'll be valued as a client. It's not about a coupon. It's not about a promotion. It's about how can we value the people that are in our lives. This experience should be that we will treat you and communicate with you better than any other relationship that you have. And service is missing. There's a disconnect today. We use social media and we feel connected, but there's a disconnect. So the only thing that will bring that back together again is the way that we treat the people that call into us, the people that we have an outreach with. What are we doing that's special for them? Do we have an employee special day? Do we have a client special day? Do we have any kind of client community fund service days where we invite them to come to our booth and experience some time with us, right? Continually ask for feedback from your clients. What would they like to see that you can do differently for them? Are we providing them with the best pricing? Are we offering them specials that we're not offering anyone else? It's not all about gaining new clients. It's about catering to the people who are already in our world. That's what makes us feel special. You guys know when you go into your favorite restaurant or establishment, even like the Marriott, when we walk into the Marriott, we're treated as elite members. They make sure that people know we get different discounts, we get different pricing structure. We are always delivered with a bag of goodies to thank us for being a loyal client of Marriott. Whatever that looks like for you, you have to create that experience. There's nothing better than when you're on vacation and you are treated differently than everyone else because you go there, especially when you do like a timeshare or you visit the same vacation spot over and over again, or you rent out the same Airbnb. There's always something to be said for feeling special and making the people that are in our world feel special, right? Do we do gifts? Do we do like a client loyalty program? Are we delivering? It could be just some simple things like bags of candy, right? Halloween's coming up. The holidays are coming up. What are we doing for our clients that make them feel special? And this can be the difference between you and your competitor. It's not all about a transaction. It's sometimes I feel as if some of the companies out there are delivering service and they're doing it so quickly that they don't take the time in the home to do little things that make the people feel special. These are your clients. They're paying you money. They're putting money in your pockets. They're putting money in your employees' pockets. So for us, it's about making them, creating this group of raving fans. And I think we spend more time on trying to attract new clients than servicing the ones with 5-star service that we do. When you go into the diner, you're treated as a transaction. They have turnover every probably half an hour, 45 minutes. When you go into a 5-star restaurant, they treat you for hours. They're offering you the finest dining experience. Are you offering that experience? And how can we do better? How can we get our teams on board? How do we do our thank you calls? Right? How do we do our follow-up calls? How are we asking how their experience was? Are we capturing that feedback? Are we putting out surveys? Are we finding out what's most important to the people that we serve? Because if we're not, then we're unbelievably not servicing them at the highest level, right? Creating next client level experience and raving fans. Absolutely, Carly, and you should know all about that. And I want everyone to think about it from a level of how do you want to be treated? What does it mean for you? Because that level of significance and what keeps people coming back, it's not your pricing. It's the way that you make them feel. It's the remembrance of the experience of when they come to your home, the way that they call. There's nothing better than being greeted on the phone by your CSR, by your first name. They're asking how you're doing. How was your daughter's wedding? They sound like simple things, but they mean everything in the world of service-based businesses. So think about that experience. I know lately we can't do certain things that you guys used to deliver dog bones and biscuits, but I remember like even lollipops at the bank being popular. We're seeing service fall off. So this is a time to shine. Stop making your business a commodity and start making it a level of experience that people become unforgettable. And when you do that, that's how we put ourselves into an entirely different position. And when we do, we have people that call us just because they like us. Imagine that. And I think it's super important that we don't become forgettable, right? With your existing clients, if you forget them, they will forget you 100%. And I know I've lived in the town. I live in a small town. Everyone knows each other. When we walk into the same establishments, people know the names. They know our kids. They know our businesses, and they're excited to see you genuinely. And that transparency, that understanding, that communication level. Are we calling our clients back in a timely fashion? Are we handling any kind of client issues in a timely fashion? What does that process look like? Have we put that into place? Because again, they don't know what some of the skill sets that you guys have. We don't go look at a new water heater installation and be like, wow, that looks amazing. We want to remember how we felt when you were caring for us at that time of our appointment. We want to remember that you put your boot covers on. We want to remember that you laid down some kind of floor covering, that you set up some kind of containment so that you care about my home. That's kind of level of service. Clean up after yourselves, right? It's about the way that we carry ourselves, the way that we showcase and say hello, our formalities. And this is what's going to step you away from everyone else in the industry. Again, you guys are battling a price war that doesn't exist. Because when you start to make people feel special, they'll pay for that feeling. So I want you really to think about this week as we enter the last 2 months of the year and thinking about 2025. Have you guys looked at your retention? Have you looked at your client base? Have you looked at who hasn't returned? Have you made outbound calls just to see how people are feeling about your service or what you could do for them? Have we looked at anything that maybe we have observations in the home? Maybe they're not going to go with them right now, but it's just showcasing that you care. We need to feel that we care about you more than anyone else in your industry. I believe me, it'll set you apart. So for this week, I want you guys to concentrate on creating a client experience, one that's going to wow me, one that's going to be your X factor. How's that sales process? How's that client interaction? How are we measuring it? How many people are in your database that you have not reached out to? Stop waiting for people to call you and create an experience outbounding. It's going to make a difference in your world. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Have an amazing, amazing Wednesday and the rest of your week, and go out and crush it.